I'm Pastor Wayne Turner of Fayette Bible Church, the host church for Grace Christian Academy. We're going to show you today a way that you can use your state income taxes and defer them to Grace Christian Academy. It won't cost you any money at all, and as a matter of fact, this state law will enable you to be able to make a contribution to the school from your Georgia tax dollars and use it as a deduction on your federal income tax and thus save as much as $875 in taxes on your 2012 return. So I'm going to let Tim Bearden, headmaster of Grace Christian Academy, kick it off and tell you what it's all about.
Hello, I'm Tim Bearden, the headmaster from Grace Christian Academy, and I want to share with you an opportunity for you to help change students' lives forever. A new bill was passed in 2008 called House Bill 1133. This is a God-given opportunity for you to turn tax dollars into scholarships for students who want to attend our school, but they're not able to afford it. Now, this is not about you donating any money to our school or even giving any money to our school. This is simply redirecting tax money that you already paid to the state so that this money can be used to help students attend Grace. Now, before we explain how simple this process really is, please understand that this is about redirecting tax dollars. As Georgia residents who pay state income taxes, you will actually be able to control how your money is being spent. Now, the name of our scholarship fund is the Apogee Scholarship Fund. The Apogee Scholarship Fund is a student services or student scholarship organization as well as a 501c3 organization whose primary function is to facilitate the process of redirecting your tax dollars to a private school of your choice. Have you desired in your heart a way to help students attend a Christian school, but you didn't think you could afford it? Well, now is your chance. You can redirect your tax money to us, and it's really easy. For many years now, our academy has assisted families with their education, and we need you to prayerfully partner with our academy so that we can help fund these families. If you pay state income tax, you can help them without it costing you a dime. It only takes about 5 minutes to complete the form. Kim Foreman is a tax preparer with Loggins CPA firm. She would like to share with you how this works.
Hi, my name is Kim Foreman. I'm an accountant at Loggins & Associates CPA firm here in Jonesboro, Georgia. I also have 4 children that go to Grace Christian Academy, and my husband teaches there. So obviously I'm very invested in the school and also in this program. It is completely legal. I know a lot of times when I talk to people about it, they kind of raise their eyes like, I don't want to mess with my taxes, but it is completely legal, and it is something that, as Tim mentioned, the state of Georgia passed a couple years ago. And in fact, my husband and I have also taken advantage of this. There's a couple things that I want to let you be aware of. The first thing is, how do you take advantage of this? Well, if you go ahead and go to this website that Wayne's put up, this is www.apogeescholarships.org. They have an area where you can go ahead and fill out the paperwork. You can do it right online. You can even sign your digital signature online and fill out the paperwork. And what you do is you go ahead and fill it all out. You mail your check, or you can do by credit card into Apogee. They will hold your check, your payment, until your donation has been approved by the state, at which time they'll send your donation on into the state, and then it'll be available for Grace. A couple questions I get asked a lot is, how do I know how much I can donate? Well, first off, the limit, if you're married filing joint, your limit is $2,500, or if you're single, it's $1,000. In addition, if you are in charge of a C corporation, your donation can be as much as 75% of your Georgia tax liability. Now, probably the easiest way to know how much you can donate is to look at this form. This is Georgia Form 500. You might have done the easy form, but this is the basic Georgia state income form. And what you want to do is look on line 18. Line 18 shows your total tax liability. And I would recommend that maybe you do about 75 to 80% of that to give yourself a little bit of a cushion. And that gives you a good idea of how much you can donate. So what do you do if you want to donate right now? you would need to be able to have a payment go into Apogee right now. So that means either writing a check or doing the payment by credit card right now into Apogee. So then next year at tax time, that would show as a credit against your taxes. Now, any money that you've already had withheld from your W-2s will be refunded, but the Apogee donations are not refundable. Those will go as a credit, and then any amount that you donated in excess of your 2012 liability will be a rollover to the next year. The last thing that I want to let you know, be aware of, is that when the state created this, they only allowed for $50 million worth for the whole state to be able to be distributed in this way. Now, the first couple of years that they did this, it wasn't really that well known, and they never even hit the cap. But last year in 2011, all of a sudden, at the end of the year, about September or so, they hit the limit. And anybody that tried to contribute after that, it was denied. So, and right now on Apogee's website, there's only $19 million left, which sounds like a lot, but based on what they went on last year, they're projecting that they're going to hit the cap in August. So if this is something that you would like to be aware of, I would encourage you to get online immediately and take a look at Apogee's website. They have all sorts of FAQs there where you can get all of your questions answered. And I would encourage you to go ahead and do this now, because probably this is going to end in about August, and then hopefully next year they'll renew it and we'll be able to do it again.
Okay, now that Tim Bearden and Kim Foreman have given us an overview of how the program works, how about some testimonials? My wife and I, for the last 2 years, have contributed to Grace Christian Academy through Apogee, and it's a painless process. As a matter of fact, I used TurboTax, and it even noted the contribution that was to go to onto my federal income tax, so that not only was I able to defer my state income tax dollars to Grace Christian Academy, I was able to take a deduction off of my federal income tax for contributions, charitable contributions, which diminished my tax liability for that year. It's a great deal, and it's pretty easy to go through. And let me let some other folks share with you.
Hello, my name is Gina McCombs. I'm a CPA at Loggins & Associates CPA firm in Jonesboro, Georgia. My son was a graduate of Grace Christian Academy in 2011. And I just wanted to let everyone know that I have my husband and I have taken advantage of the Apogee Scholarship Fund for 3 years now, and we are very happy doing that. I recommend it to all of my clients who are looking for a great tax deduction and a great way to help the community, and as well as saving some tax dollars. If anybody were to ever have any questions, I'd be glad to talk to you about it.
Hey, my name's Phil Houlihan. I've been using the Apogee service for the last 3 years, and I'm a do-it-yourself tax filer. I use TurboTax or H&R Block at Home. So I've done my own taxes the last 3 years, and every year I get back the money that I donate to the Apogee Fund for the Grace Christian Academy. So the way I've looked at it is when I donate that money, it's a kind of a interest-free loan to the school program that I eventually get the money back, and it does reduce my federal income taxes.
Hi, I'm Mick Olson. My wife Chick and I have made contributions to Grace Christian Academy the last couple of years through the Apogee program, and it's been a blessing to the school, I know, and it's been a very simple thing to do. The contributions are made, and they really are just redirecting your taxes for the state of Georgia to the school. And it's a charitable contribution that's deductible on your federal tax income form, and it's also just something that makes a blessing for all of us.
And that's the way that you can help Grace Christian Academy, by deferring your state tax dollars. If you do so, we need to do so right away, because we think that probably perhaps anyone who applies after July will be denied. So we need to get as many people as possible to go ahead, fill out the paperwork, and defer their Georgia state tax dollars to Grace Christian Academy. And let me emphasize one more time that this also serves as a charitable contribution on your federal return, and that makes it all the more helpful to not only Grace Christian Academy, but to you also when it comes time to file your income taxes. Well, thank you for giving us your time here, and any consideration you can give to this would be appreciated.